Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Scorpio August 25, 2022. Mercury turns direct early today after weeks of retrograde motion. With this transition today, it's best to be more vigilant with details regarding relationships, business, and finances. Even so, these very same things are set to clear up, move forward, and unblock in the coming days and weeks. Delays also lift with education, publishing, or transit. Again today, it's not the time for clear perceptions. If you've been accumulating resentment, it may be looking for ways to release itself. The temptation to oversee or over-control people and situations can be strong but won't resolve anything. Try not to count on others to do precisely as you want or expect. Minor irritations can seem larger than life today, but life is set to smooth out soon. The celestial configuration will bring you to a clearer understanding of why certain difficult and embarrassing incidents have been happening lately. You would be wise to use the power of conversation today to get the ball rolling. You and your partner can come to a wonderful arrangement if you can be prepared to give to each other, rather than take. This will bring swift results. Time to correct any financial mishaps or imbalance of power at work now that Mercury has stationed direct in Virgo. These last few weeks have been stressful with Mercury retrograde wreaking havoc with any means of financial or professional transformation. But now that Mercury is in its post-shadow phase, you can begin to stabilize once again. Use this period to correct any miscommunication or mistakes that have affected you financially. You can also use this energy to better communicate with your constituents so that no one has more control than someone else. Many people are coming to you for help or advice. All the attention is flattering, to be sure, but take care that they do not take advantage of your giving nature. It is one thing to agree to organize an event, another thing entirely to commit to running an entire program over several months. Give advice where it is needed, but do not take over other people's projects just because you have the necessary skills. Your advice is in great demand. Because of your high energy levels, you are happy to comply, but take care not to give too much of yourself. You might suffer a burnout and lose interest in others. It's fine to ask others to return the favor. Ultimately, relationships work best when give and take are done in equal measure. While you've certainly been a lot worse off in the past, you still need to think about finances, at least a little. It seems that money problems are never resolved forever. As soon as you arrive on the scene, you find that rivals seem to fade from view. Maintaining a natural approach helps you get the attention from any potential admirers. Make the most of your desirability and appeal, but be sure you don't overdo the swagger. Any exaggerated conduct can quickly become a turn-off. You could be a little impulsive. Natives of your sign usually think before they take action. But today you might feel more spontaneous. Perhaps you will call up an old friend you haven't spoken to for a while. You might invite him out for lunch. Or maybe you will be inspired to ask someone special out for a date. You'll be able to overcome your usual shyness. You'll be in an outgoing mood. It's a super day full of promise and opportunity for you. 11. You can't do better than a one day, as this is your own essence, so get ready for plenty of activity. New projects, ideas, plans, and activities will abound, and you may well be at the helm of most of them. Don't hesitate to speak your ideas and to initiate things, even those that are untested. The more you share your innovation, the more others around you benefit. Explore your creativity and have a fun day. Our eyes in the sky. With the Sun and Pluto sharing a tense minor aspect, it's the perfect day to make a to-do list and check things off it. Allow yourself to be a bit emotionally removed this morning, and use the energy to cut out situations that are holding you back or creating unnecessary stress. A minor connection between Venus and Neptune could promote anxiety and stress, but asking the opinion of a trusted confidant can help you see things from a new and more helpful perspective. You might also have some constructive criticism to offer others, but make sure they're open to hearing what you have to say before throwing in your 2 cents. When evening descends, this cosmic vibe could bring an unpredictable creative atmosphere. This aspect is generally positive, which can help us find innovative solutions to problems. However, Neptune, ever the troublemaker, could also stir up some unexpected drama. Be careful when dealing with others tonight, because there could be a desire to offer advice that isn't necessarily welcome. Concentrate on solving your own problems and let other people work out their own issues unless they ask for your help. While Mars was in the sign of the Bull, pursuing our goals was a matter of persistence. We were content to dig in our heels, refusing to let go of causes that were worth the wait. Yet now that Mars dips its boot into the sign of the Twins, we are decidedly less focused and more non-committal. There are pros and cons to any planet sign combination. Mars in Gemini is adept at strategy, able to visualize clever solutions and plans of attack. Passion and wit fuse seductively in this terrain. We aren't as shy to chase our conquests, because we aren't considering long-term repercussions so much as immediate gratification. By the same token, immediate embarrassments due to miscalculations also more easily roll off our backs. However, Mars in Gemini can also weaponize information and speech. While we might intend to avoid a war of brute force and physical aggression, a thoughtless word can still land a devastating blow. From now until March 25th, we should be cautious of how we leverage language against others. We might regret hitting our chosen target after the fact. In the morning, the Moon and Mars conjunct in the final degree of Taurus, culminating in a story of aligning our emotions and actions as Mars transited the sign of the Bull. Consider the movements you've made over the past 6 weeks and reflect on how this time has changed you. It may have been a period of standing your ground, acting on principle, or defending your ethics. It also might have been one that highlighted sensual appetites. Irritability is a hallmark of this influence if we lack a proper outlet for self-expression. In what ways have you wrestled with your desires and learned how to tame them? The Moon enters a short, hour-long void following this aspect's perfection, suggesting we use this time for contemplation rather than starting new projects. Shortly after this, the Moon enters Cancer, ending its void of course. Over the next 2 days, we are more social and outgoing, hungry for experience. Our instincts and intellect harmonize, propelling us forward by means of curiosity. We'll have an easier time discussing difficult topics without bringing heavy emotions into the mix. This is a great occasion for studying and learning new things, as well as for participating in activities with friends or partners.